Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Monday, the beginning of the week. Today it's work-life balance for me, so basically I have a day off today. Came off of Sunday, came off of last week. Basically following my formula, staying within my patterns, staying within my ranges, following my strategy, working your market, staying with all three apps on at full strength, and working the hours. And I've been concentrating more on the hours and trying to see the difference in the hours versus the pay. And I realized that when I'm in the higher hours, obviously I have higher pay, which is good. Doing my bills, doing my expenses, and then realizing this is what's important about having stats about yourself, especially in the gig economy. And one of the big subjects that I have here today, as I said, I do research online to take my 6 years of experience and take the searches that most people do and compare it against the now of what's going on now in the gig economy, especially with all the layoffs, people coming into the gig economy, which is it's kind of like its own separate workforce, if you want to call it that way. So, here's basically corporate America, legitimate jobs, places that you work at, and then you get laid off, and then boom, you move into another workforce of your choosing, And one of the big questions that I have here is full-time delivery driving, can you make it work? Especially if you lost your job, if you decide to want to move from one job into the next. Yes, I truly believe that if you go at it with the right mindset, you can make it work. You just have to develop a formula, a strategy on how to make it work. That's how I was when I was working in retail. I worked in retail for 12 years. I had gone as far as I could. I did not want to get into management. I knew right there and then this is as far as I possibly could go. My attitude, my drive kept me going as far as it possibly could until I reached this level. And I decided to say to myself, I need a change. I need something different. I have to trust myself, believe in myself, because if you believe in yourself, you can do anything. And I imagine myself actually trying to see, well, how can I take these delivery services and turn it into sustainable income to be able to move from this job to find myself another. So basically, I made it work. So every time when I went out part-time, and this is a suggestion to you guys too, if you're in a job that you can't stand, or if you feel that it's time to move on, use the gig economy to your advantage. This is unprecedented, okay? This is a chance and an ability for you to realize that you could use the gig economy, whether it's DoorDash, GrubHub, Walmart Sparks, to be able to either move into something else, find something else, or if you want to stay in your same job and increase your income, just work the time and you'll be fine. And you'll increase your income just by doing gigs like this. Or use it as a bridge income to move somewhere else and be somewhere else and grow somewhere else. Okay? But only you would know that in your market and your area where you live. Okay? By the way, thank you for so many comments that I'm receiving. I'm starting to slowly build a community little by little. My YouTube content creation is starting to grow slowly. It's not even a full month yet, and I already have 44 subscribers, which I'm so blessed and so grateful. I want to make sure that when I'm coming here, I'm talking to you guys and I'm helping you guys if you're really seriously thinking of doing this. Okay? This is real income. It's not bullshit income. This is real money. Okay? It all depends on how you want to treat it. Okay? I can't do that for you. I can motivate you. I can give you real stats. I can find information online, compare it against my 6 years experience, bring them together like this into real-time news and information for you to let you know what's going on. And then it's up to you if you want to do anything about it. Totally up to you. I can't tell you what to do. But when I look at these questions that I look up and this information that I look up, I can say yes. It is totally, totally sustainable, and you can maintain work-life balance. So even if you leave your job and you go into, now again, you got to strategize very well. You got to first dip into it slowly. Maybe work for DoorDash. Start out tiny, start out small. It's unknown territory. For me, when I started out with DoorDash, it was at its peak. That's when I moved away from rideshare to food deliveries. And I went crazy, crazy. That's when it was at its peak. That's when there were hardly no drivers on the road. But again, with statistic and numbers, and again, when it hit when it was pre-pandemic, and the pandemic hit, it went through the roof. Now it's post-pandemic, so it's over, and all the people that came on board are either still in it or they moved on, because it's always like a revolving door, always. Or those that have stayed on, like me, a veteran, which I'm very blessed and very grateful for, because now I'm taking my 6 years experience and I'm giving it to you guys here on this channel. So when you can subscribe to my channel and give me a likes, I really appreciate it. It helps with the algorithms to be able to bring you this information consistently in real time to let you know what's going on out there. And right now, if you were to sign up for DoorDash, you would have to try it out yourself. You would have to see for yourself. You would have to build stats on yourself. Remember yesterday how I said to you, oh, I keep track of a calculator, or I keep track of my timer, where as soon as I pick something up, I start the timer. These are my stats. I don't go by what DoorDash's stats are. I go by my stats, okay? And then what I do is I just track my hourly rate, and I see how I pace myself within that hour and seeing how can I increase that hourly rate? How can I do better? What can I do different? Now, once you get to that level with DoorDash, and then you move, say, into GrubHub, or even into, now between DoorDash and GrubHub, you just increase the probability of that 1 hour being consistent and making more money. That's all it is. Then, if you increase it to Walmart Sparks, you enter into a whole new level playing field of choice and freedom, of saying to yourself, what's more valuable to you? That's when sustainability, or basically working the hours, making it work, really, really works. Okay? Choosing your own hours. Then locking into a market, possibly close to home, so you're not driving all over the place. Working 1, 2, 3 apps at full strength. And listen, if you want to mix it up and you want to do rideshare, go ahead and do rideshare. If you love people in your car, knock yourself out. My money is based on a very, very tight niche. And when you get to this level, you get to be the same way too, because now you start to realize, well, you know what? Maybe I don't want to do shop and delivers. Maybe I just want to sit in my car, let them do all the work, let them bring it to the car, let them do everything. Okay? Maybe all I want to do is just deal with food deliveries and not have people getting into my car and dirtying up my car and taking them all over the place and having to deal with attitudes that are crappy and shitty all the time. I'm not saying that it's like that all the time. I'm just saying you have the choice. Okay? This is how you build sustainability. This is how you build mental sustainability as well too, because you're picking and choosing what you want. You have free will. You could build your day any way you want. Any way you want. Now, is there a price for the way I build my day? Of course there is. But with the power of all 3 apps, I can make it work every single day. I can work when I want to work and have off when I want to have off. And when you have that structure in place and you know when you're doing it, it is sustainable and it can work. Definitely. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Once you understand the strategies, once you understand your areas, when you graduate to that level, man, it's just about just cornering a market. Think of it like this. When I say you own a market, I'm talking about having all 3 apps on, full strength, working your hours, even if there are hundreds of other drivers out there on the road. It doesn't matter. It's your market. It's all how you treat it, how you treat your customers. And I'm not going to lie to you, sometimes the repetition, doing the same thing over and over, again and again, it does get at you after a while. This is why it's always great to take breaks in between, close your eyes, rest, chill, maybe put on some good music, put you in a better state. Talk to a friend. When you talk to a friend on the phone, it makes the day go by very fast, very quick, because now your body is in autopilot and you know exactly what to do. Okay. And just, is it sustainable? Is it real? Can it work? Yes, it can. It all depends on you. Once you understand the strategies, once you understand how to take certain deliveries, and that's what I bring to this channel. If you really look through what I'm telling you, it can be done. And again, repetition is the mother of skill, and I'll keep repeating it over and over again. Some people may respect these apps and some people may not. Okay? But when you know that you can generate that level of income, whatever that income may be for you, whether it's 100 a day, whether it's 125 a day, whether it's 200 a day, in the moment for when you need it for yourself, my God, it's such great financial empowerment. It really is. And if you're not the kind of person that wants to stay home and do nothing, it gets you right out the door. Even during the pandemic times, I was happy leaving the house. I didn't want to stay home. I wanted to get out. I wanted to go out. And that's what I loved about it. The roads were clear. I was providing a great service to my customers who did not want to leave the house, and they paid very well. I can't say they pay the same way again now, but this is why multi-apping is very powerful, because what you're doing is you're taking a sustainable income and maintaining it in regards to whether you get bonuses or you don't get bonuses. Whether it's pandemic or not pandemic, you find a sustainable income that works for you. If there are bonuses, if there are peak pays, whatever, great, that's fine, that's awesome. If it comes to me, if you get a great tip, that's great, that's fine, it comes to you. You're looking for that sustainability, that income stream that you can say to yourself, I'm doing this from multi-apping. I have a strategy. I have a market. And I'm sticking in that market and I'm following my plan. Even though my pay may go like this, you know that your strategy goes like this. And anything in between. And let me tell you something, Walmart or Sparks does throw some good bonuses, and that's great. I'm blessed and I'm grateful to grab those bonuses. I did it this week and made a difference, especially when their app was down. I noticed a bump in my pay. But if they don't throw those bonuses, at least you have a strategy that you know you can sustain yourself. If you follow your rules, you follow your standards, and you stick within them. Look, if you like to just shop, then just do shopping. If you like doing just DoorDash, then just do DoorDash. If it's done part-time and you do it very well with sustainable strategies, you can do it. You can do anything with these apps. And I mean it. Until eventually you cap at a certain level, and then from there you decide what you want to do. Now I'm using this to build my YouTube content over time. I know it's going to take time. I know it. But let me tell you something. In the 6 years that I've been out here, I want to take this wisdom, this knowledge, and put it out there for you guys to know that whether you're newbies or whether you're, OGs, you want to say it like me, okay? You want to be able to take this information and you want to be able to use it for yourself so that you can enhance yourself out there. And if you want to move from job to man, I remember a time when if I wanted to move from a job to job, I would literally have to get myself fired so I could be able to actually collect unemployment, to have unemployment for several months to then look for another job. And it had to be strategic to get fired. Couldn't quit. Can't quit, because if you quit, you won't collect unemployment, okay? So even with that level, you had to have a strategy to be able to get fired, to be able to have a 6-week penalty and then be able to collect from unemployment. Not anymore, man. Not anymore. Now you could stay productive, provide a service to your community, get out of the house, generate an income stream, have great tax write-offs, and still be able to look for a job because you're going to be able to have time to look for a job. It's a great time to be in right now. The gig economy is awesome. It's powerful. I can say that with confidence. Authentic, right here from my bedroom. No big flashy studio, no flashy cameras. Boom. It's real. And I hope that you believe in my authenticity. So like my video, keep joining, keep subscribing. I'm very grateful for your presence. Keep commenting in the comment section. Let me know what your strategies are. Let me know what your tips are. Maybe we can exchange information out there so we're not totally alone. And I want you to have a great day.